Hello everyone, thank you for tuning to my channel, and I thought I would do a video on a year in pixels. And if you don't know what a year in pixels is, a lot of people who do bullet journaling do this, and it's basically like tracking your moods with color coordination. That way you can go back and track your moods at the end of the week, the end of the month, the year, whatever. And it basically tells you how you've been doing. And so I am using this book that is the Molly and Rex line at Michael's. They're traveler's notebooks. You get 3 in a set. It's blank pages, line pages, and grid paper. I'm using the one with the grid paper, and I just decided to use, because I wasn't using it for anything else, I just decided to break it out and use it for this. And so I will open up to this page right here, and as you guys can see, I'll kind of cut away and show you what all of the categories I have. I have happy, excited, sad, upset, angry, irritated, abandonment, jealous, all over the place, neutral, sick, and anxious. And that is all the categories I have. And so as you can see, I wanted to try this for like a good almost 2 months, so you guys can see what is going on here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see even better. As you can see, there's a lot of different colors on here, but it lets me know how the majority of my last 2 months have been. As you see, there's a lot of this gold color, which is good. A lot of happy, excited. There was a couple of days where I was anxious. You know, you can see the dark orange. A lot of neutral days, which is always the goal. If I can just be neutral, that's always the goal. There was a couple of like angry, irritated days right here, but not too many of those. Oh, and there was one right there. But I don't have too many of those. I feel like I have a pretty good balance, especially with somebody having BPD. So basically how it works is I just fill it out at the end of the day, basically saying how my day went as far as moods go. If it's, you know, that's why I create the all over the place one. If I'm like, I don't know, I was irritated, I was sad, I was happy, I just fill that in. But my goal is to always be neutral or happy, excited. That's always the goal. It doesn't always work out that way, and that's fine. But this is a great way for me to look at it and say, okay, you know, February was some days, you know, February, I always hate the month of February for personal reasons. I have 2 deaths in that month. But this is basically how it works, and how I did it. I just filled out the month up here. So it's February, March, April, and it goes all the way to December. And then you fill out the days, each day of the month down here, and you just draw lines. It's very simple. It only takes up 1 page. So if you want to use this year after year, you really can. So it saves you a lot of money. You know, the only thing you have to do is just fill out the lines. Very simple concept, especially if you use grid paper, you just follow the lines. So I do enjoy doing this because it gives me a chance to really look back and say, okay, that was how that month was. That was how that week or that day was. And it gives me a perspective on how good I'm doing, because sometimes I can think, okay, I had a really bad month or I had a really bad day, and then I go back and look and say, well, for the majority of it, it really wasn't that bad, because I really thought March was like one of those months. But as you see this huge block right here where it says happy, excited, that's all the days in a row. So I can't not really complain if I've had a really good week. That's basically 6 days. So that is basically it. I just wanted to show you this this video and show you how it's going, show you how easy it is. And if you are doing it, I want you to let me know in the comments that you are doing a year in pixels. And if you plan on trying this after seeing this video, I think it's a good idea if your moods change quite often, so you can really but see, you know, what mood you go through on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever. And maybe you can find a pattern. So yeah, with that said, I am going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye.